Hey everybody, it's me, Lady T, and my cat is wanting me to come down and give her some food, but she already has food. Yeah, but she wants to eat another kind of food. My cat is so. My husband says she's spoiled. I'm sorry, y'all, but something in my eye. My husband says she's spoiled, and I don't know if that's the case, other than she's just greedy. But anyway, we've had her for 4 years now, I believe, and she's a mess. But I didn't come on here to talk about her. I came on here to talk about me. And a shout out to Petal is Blessed. Thank you so much for your subscription. I love your artwork. I love your stuff, and I plan on duping some of it once I get my brain together. So, as a lot of you know, that I do have lupus, and I've been actually vlogging about it lately, and one of the things that comes with lupus, and I'm not even sure this is a real lupus related thing, because I think a lot of people get this, especially when you're bored or you're quarantined, you're stuck somewhere you don't really want to be for this long. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm a crafter, and I look at a lot of YouTube videos on crafting, my mind is always wanting to do what I see, or my mind is wanting to do what I see in my own head, my own special crafts. And sometimes my brain gets overwhelmed. My brain goes a mile a minute. Sometimes I just have to shut down and go to sleep because my brain is on 100. And I'll start a project and then I'll stop. I'll start another project and I won't finish that. And sometimes it takes me a while to just get something done because I have too many things going on in my head. And sometimes if I can't perfect a thing or get it done, I get frustrated with it and I just throw it away. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not about to deal with this. And that's not good. But this is what part of my madness is, with my crafting. And most of the times when I do something, I love the end results. But baby, when I tell you sometimes it's just madness up in my head when it comes to crafting. I have a Cricut machine. I have a sublimation printer. I have a heat press machine. I have all of these things that I have here. And I'm thinking, well, I got to use this stuff. I got to use this stuff. I got to use this stuff. And sometimes I get intimidated by some of the things that people ask me to do for them. Um, I'm my own worst critic. I always think that what I've done is not good enough. Now, there's some things that I've done and I felt really good about them. I thought they were lovely. I thought they were awesome. But honey, when my mind gets to moving, it's like, you could have done that better. You should have done this. You should have made it that color. You should have done. Let me tell you something. My mind goes a mile a minute. And sometimes I just have to go to sleep and just like, you know what? Enough thinking for today. Enough. I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm not in my 30s anymore. I can't keep up with my brain sometimes, is what I'm saying. Now, if you can see my little craft room here, it is so junky. Y'all just don't understand. Like, I have junk on my floor. My craft room is, I was going to do a clean up with me video. I don't even know. I'm just tired. I have to do it before I go to bed, though, because I will not get any rest if I don't do this room. But I just wanted to come on and say this. Do any of you guys have brain fog? Do any of you guys go through this thing where you want to create, you want to do this and you want to do that, and you start a project and then you don't finish it because you saw something else you want to do, and then you don't finish that one because you saw something else you want to do, and the next thing you know, you have all these unfinished products, or projects to do. And that's where I'm at right now. I have 3 or 4 different projects that I have waiting to do. But because my brain goes a mile a minute, sometimes I can't get what I want done. And I can't ask anybody to help me because nobody's in my brain and they don't understand what I'm doing, so they don't quite get it. And one day I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, you know what? Sometimes when I reflect on myself, I reflect on myself like, you must have adult ADD, or, and I'm like, the devil is a lie. I'm not putting none of that stuff on me. I got enough of what I don't need to add anything else. But the way my brain goes, it's like boom, boom, like firecracker, this, bang, boom. And that's probably why I'm tired a lot. Because my body can't keep up with my brain. And no, I don't want anything to happen to my brain, but I'm saying, like, sometimes I just have to shut down and go to sleep and be like, girl, it's okay. It's okay. Calm down. And sometimes I might be on the phone with my girlfriend and I'll be like, girl, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And she's like, you need to go to sleep. Because this is the way we act. And she and I started crafting together about 4 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. And I met her online. And I don't even know how, well, she says, because I don't remember, she says that we met when I was doing my radio show. I needed a co-host, and she co-hosted with me one time. And I still don't remember that, but I'm sure she's telling the truth. And I'm like, and one day we were on the phone. She lives in North Carolina, and I'm in Philadelphia. And one day we were just talking, and we was like, but we should just bling something. Let's just bling. I don't even know how we got on the subject of crafting, because I was a radio host. So how do we get on the subject of crafting? I don't know. But we did, and at her house, she blinged out something at her house. A mirror. We blinged out mirrors. The long mirrors that you can get from Walmart for like $7.49 or whatever. We blinged those out, and she took a picture of hers. I took a picture of mine, and we was like, yo, we need to start crafting. So we started this crafting journey. And one of the things that I wanted to get for a long time was a Cricut. And Cricut is a cutting machine. And years ago, I had asked my husband if I can get a Cricut. He was like, no, because you're not going to use it. And he was right. I wouldn't have had time to use it back then. But about what? I've been here for 2 years. So about 4 years ago, we got a Cricut. We got a Cricut. I got an L-shaped desk. I got a printer. And that's all I had back then, except for the little things you go to the dollar store to get, the vases and all this stuff. And back then, at the Dollar Tree, the stuff was bigger. Now they're making stuff that was big 3 and 4 years ago. Now they're making the same thing, but they're making on a smaller scale, which is making me mad because the mirrors are so small now. You'd be like, what? And I like those mirrors that they used to have, the 8-inch mirrors, because they were big enough and flat enough to do what we wanted. Although it was in a frame, the frame was a perfect size for what we needed. And so I said all that to say that, we started this crafting thing, and, we on the phone, and she'll be like, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'll be like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And we sit back and laugh at it sometimes, because when we first started crafting, we didn't know what we were doing. And we look at some of the projects that we did back then, and we just laugh at it, be like, we really did that? Yeah. But we were learning to do what we do. And she knows me and I know her. And sometimes we just go, like, our minds, we both tell each other, you know what, you need to go to sleep. Just shut your brain down. Go to sleep. So she'll say it to me and I'll say it to her. And we have another friend, and we call ourselves sisters. And it's 4 of us all together in a craft group. And we actually went to meet each other in 2018. We went to, one is from North Carolina, the other one's from Alabama. I'm from Philadelphia, and the one we went to go see is in Atlanta. So we all convened over at her house and had a great time. And it's on video somewhere. If I can find it, maybe I can insert it. Well, I'm not going to insert it in here, but maybe I can do it some other time on another video. But anyway, we had a great time. We were crafting while we were there, and we got to meet each other in person. And I tell you, that's a great bunch of women that I deal with. That's a great bunch of women. I know that if I need prayer, I can call on them. I know if I need somebody to talk to, I can call on them. I know that they'll be there for me. They may not always have the answer, but sometimes a listening ear is really good. And I'm glad that they're there for me like that. And I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to, say what I said. I totally, see what I mean? Totally went off a track of whatever I was talking about before. But I was going to come in here in my craft room. I was going to say, let's do a cleanup video. But it would take me too long to try to do a cleanup video in this room, because this room is a mess. But I intend to clean it up before I go to bed tonight. So I'm working on some things right now, trying to get some stuff done. Get this clock in particular done for my husband. And this is like the second time. This is actually like the third time that I've been trying to get this particular clock done like my husband wants it. And I'm telling you, it's been giving me a run for my money. So I sat here today and I made copies of the items, that I need. I cut, I pasted. I do not like cutting, y'all. I hate cutting. Because the Cricut machine, I could have had the Cricut machine cut one portion of it, but it would have taken too long, and then I wouldn't have been able to cut the other portion of it with the Cricut. So I just cut it all myself. So I just really, got a lot of stuff that I want to do, some projects that I want to do. So I'm going to, continue to do what I'm doing. I'm going to try to put out more content of my crafting. But I actually like vlogging about my life with lupus because there are things that I do and people say, I don't even know how you endured that. I don't even know how you went through that. I don't even know how you made it through. And my answer is that because God is on my side. My answer is because God is with me every day. And I have a scripture on my wall that I have in this room. And it's from Isaiah. Oh, y'all can't see it. Let me turn around. That scripture right there from Isaiah 41:10. And I keep that up there so I can see it. So that when I'm going through something, I can look at that scripture and God reminds me that he's with me. It says, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And I that's a scripture that I go to because to me, that's a promise from God saying, this is what's going to happen. This is what I'm going to do. I will strengthen you. I will keep you just a little while longer. Just hold on a little while longer. Just hold on a little while longer. So that's my go-to scripture. And I'm trying to tell you, during this pandemic, I need that scripture. We all need that scripture during this pandemic. And, I'll come back to you guys another time and let you guys know what's going on. I'll probably vlog something tomorrow. Hopefully, if I can get this clock done, I can show you what it is my husband has me doing, that he has much confidence in me as far as this thing is concerned. And guess what? I'm going to do it because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, even crafting. All right. Okay, guys. So I'll talk to you soon, Lord willing. Have a great night.